today we're going back to the how to tell if a zodiac sign is into you series, and it's on Capricorn. Okay, how to tell if a Capricorn is into you. Let's break it down. Okay, when it comes to Capricorn, people tend to have very mixed opinions. Some say they're reserved but have a hidden playful side, which when they do open up, they can actually light up a whole room. Others, however, I think see them as someone who's serious, quiet, someone who prefers to keep to themselves. And in my opinion, both perspectives are valid. And there's this contradiction here. It's just because a Capricorn's behavior isn't just about their personality. It's also heavily influenced by their surroundings and mood. Like, their demeanor can shift depending on the situation. In different environments, they may present themselves in completely different ways, I should say. Like, for example, imagine in a dorm, okay? Like, their behavior is largely shaped by the group dynamic. Like, for example, if they are surrounded by fellow Capricorns, they'll blend in effortlessly and find comfort in the familiarity. If there are Virgo roommates, the Capricorn is likely to become more composed, well-mannered, and perhaps a little bit reserved. If the dorm atmosphere is warm and friendly, they'll relax and open up. But if it's filled with, those superficial politeness and social facades, kind of like, people, then they'll mirror that and remain emotionally guarded. Now, if their roommate are like fire signs like Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, their hidden playful side may start to emerge. Over time, they'll become more expressive, adventurous, and even a little mischievous. Like, this adaptability, I would say, quote unquote adaptability, I'll go into this later, is one of Capricorn's strongest traits. At their core, Capricorns are incredible learners, not just academically, but socially. They observe, they analyze, and adjust to the social rules of their environment. And then they fine-tune their behavior accordingly. What I'm about to say isn't an insult to Capricorns, but, just like a heads up. In my opinion, Capricorns are very good at social strategy. Why do I say that? It's because, ironically, Capricorns are actually really, really, really bad at adapting, at least naturally. Like, this may sound surprising considering what I said earlier, but here's the truth, okay? Capricorns struggle with adaptability because they're too self-driven, stubborn, and set in their ways. They do not like change, and they rarely go with the flow. However, they're aware of this, so they make up for it by studying the people around them, learning how others interact, and then mirroring those behaviors to fit in. So, think of a Capricorn as someone learning how to play a complicated board game. When they first sit down at the table, they don't start making moves right away. Instead, they observe, analyze, and take mental notes on how the game is played. They watch how others interact, learn the unspoken rules, and once they got a strategy figured out, that's when they start playing. This is why, when meeting new people, Capricorns tend to, quote unquote, put on an act. Like, what I mean by that is, they present themselves as calm, composed, and confident, even if they're feeling the opposite. They keep their words to a minimum, choosing to, observe rather than engage too quickly. Like, some people say Capricorns always wear a slight smile. But, let's be real, who doesn't smile? Even the most expressionless people do. But the difference is, for Capricorns, that smile is a calculated move to mask their emotions. Like, they won't immediately respond to what others say. Instead, they let others reveal themselves first. Like, Capricorns silently assess people, almost like scoring them in their minds, if you will. Once they form the judgment, their brain generates a quote-unquote social formula, let's just call it, a strategy, customized strategy on how to interact with that specific person in the most effective way possible. Like this explains why Capricorns often, a lot of Capricorns often go through a wild phase when they first enter college or workforce, which leads us to the next point, which is I call it Capricorn's quote unquote revenge mode. But let me take a drink of water. Okay. Okay, we were talking about Capricorn's revenge mode. Yeah, okay. Uh okay, this part is important, okay? Pay attention. Have you ever wondered why Capricorns so often get labeled as quote unquote players, or why they have a reputation for being emotionally unavailable? Wow, okay, I have to be honest. Capricorns here, okay, I have to be honest. Because it happens a lot. Over and over again. Yeah, I'm sorry. But here's the thing to know. When a Capricorn enters a brand new environment, they sometimes go into what I call quote unquote, okay, I don't know what else to call it. That's why I'm calling it like this. If you guys have a better, way to describe, like to call what I'm describing, just comment down there and I might use it in the future videos. So that I call this quote unquote revenge mode intervention. So what does that mean? How should I word this? Okay. Imagine a Capricorn who spends 3 years or 5 years, in high school as disciplined, straight-laced, like a disciplined, straight-laced student. Like they suppress all their social urges to focus on studying. The moment they get to college, they suddenly feel the need to break free. They want to experience life, date, and explore new social opportunities. But the thing is, many Capricorns have little to no dating experiences at first. But once they decide to start dating, they'll go into full, quote unquote, revenge mode romance. They absorb social skills at an astonishing rate. They would read online guides, watch videos like this one, and practice how to flirt, how to start conversations, and how to attract people. And once they feel like they've mastered the skill set, they apply it aggressively in real life. Like this rush of learning and applying social tactics gives them a thrill. It makes them feel like they finally gained quote unquote freedom. Which brings us to this next phrase, which is okay. When Capricorns enter this revenge mode socialization, they all share a common trait. And that is it feels unnatural. What does that mean? Their words, actions, and behavior can come off as rehearsed or overly calculated. For example, they might use a lot of, those cliche romantic lines, but tweak them to sound more like just, I don't know how to explain it. They tweak it so that it's personalized, but at the same time, it doesn't show commitment, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it now. Both Capricorns and Virgos love using reverse psychology compliments when they're trying to attract someone. These are statements that don't sound overly affectionate at first, but they leave a strong impression. For example, oh, I've never met anyone quite like you. Being with you feels different from being with anyone else. They see these type of things, and why do these things work so well? It's because they're vague yet intriguing. It doesn't sound as direct and real as saying something like I love you or I want to get married with you one day, nor do they make the Capricorn seem emotionally detached. Instead, they create a sense of uniqueness that makes the other person feel special, which leaves room for them to explain themselves or slither out and just, treat everything like a misunderstanding if it ever gets to that point one day so that, they can get out of there. So that's why, you need to be cautious with a Capricorn. If a Capricorn starts throwing out a bunch of smooth, like this type of cliche lines that it sounds deep, but actually in the goddamn 3D world, it means nothing, that's a red flag. It's a clear sign that they're in their quote-unquote rehearsed charm phrase. And trust me, When a Capricorn is in this mode, everything they say is just a part of their game. Okay, let's now talk about Capricorn's impatience. What exactly is impatience when it comes to a Capricorn? Let's say a Capricorn asks you out for dinner, on Sunday, and you reply, "Oh, I think I might have plans on Sunday." They will immediately ask, "Huh? What plans? What could be so important?" You say something like, "Oh, I already made plans with my friends." They will respond right away. "Oh, your friends are more important than me?" Things like that. What does this mean? Is like, it means if they ask you out, they expect you to say yes, no excuses. This behavior, this is the player behavior coming out because they don't care about your plans, your thoughts, or your feelings. They only care about what they want. And what do they want? They're bored on the weekend. They have nothing to do on Saturday and Sunday, so they want you to entertain them. And if you already have plans, they might even get annoyed, thinking you're not being cooperative. Like another example is, "Oh, it's past 11 p.m. and suddenly they text you, 'Oh, come have a drink with me.'" It's because they're feeling lonely and bored. You say, "Oh my god, I'm so tired." They say, "Oh, come on, it's not a big deal. I'll pick you up and drop you back after we're done." You see, like, they say these things, they don't care about how you feel at all. Like, to put it bluntly, they only show up when you need them. Oh wait, no, not when you need. They only show up when they need you. But when you need them, they're always busy. Like, if you text them, they might not even reply. But if you text them, I'm getting this confused. Okay, if you text them, they might not even reply. But if they text you, you're expected to respond right away. So if a Capricorn ever treats you with this kind of selfish, inconsiderate behavior, it's not real. Why? Because a Capricorn who genuinely likes someone is thoughtful and considerate. They care about your feelings. They take care of you. They don't reach out. They don't reach out when it's convenient for them. Like, how to tell. So yeah, that is one solid sign a Capricorn does not like you. So let's talk about how to tell if a Capricorn is into you. Like, how do you tell? The answer is coincidences. What does that mean? Okay, let's say you're classmates. You go to the library every day. They also go. But you notice somehow they always sit near you or around you. Or, for example, you always eat at a specific restaurant. And they happen to always seem to be there too. And one day they'll casually say to you, "Oh, you like this restaurant too?" This is not a coincidence. It's a Capricorn purposely getting close to you. Like another example is, for example, you don't usually play online games. But one day you log in and, surprise, they're online too. And they'll be like, "Oh, whoa, what a coincidence. You're online too? I just happen to be free. You want to play together?" This is not a coincidence again. This is a Capricorn secretly getting closer to you, but refusing to admit it. Why is that? Is because Capricorns have a weird sense of pride. They don't like admitting they're actively chasing someone, so they create quote unquote coincidences to make it seem like fate. So, I guess, what's the difference between a Capricorn who's just not serious and one who's genuinely into you? If they're not serious, they don't care about your emotions or reactions. They're very confident and playful. However, if they genuinely like you, they will start losing confidence. Why is that? It's because when a Capricorn actually likes someone, they get insecure. They start overthinking. Like, they think things, "Oh, do they like me back?" If they feel ignored, they'll start questioning things like, "They don't care about me, so why should I care about them?" Then they'll start comparing, over and analyzing, and getting stuck in their own head. This is the key difference. A Capricorn who truly likes you will go from being bold to hesitant. They'll start creating coincidences instead of making direct moves. Okay, another example. Okay. For example, if you go to karaoke together, like as a group, they'll pick songs with hidden meanings. Like first they'll sing something neutral, and then they'll pick a song like "You Belong With Me" by Taylor Swift, and then they'll sing another song like "Oh, My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh my god," and that I can't sing. You know that "I Will Always Love You" song? I think it's called by I forgot who's it. I think Whitney Houston. Yeah. And while singing, they'll secretly glance at you, watching your reaction. You'll notice them staring at you like a fool, but refusing to admit they like you. Like, you know, that this awkward cuteness, if you feel it, congratulations. This Capricorn really likes you. So, how to tell if a Capricorn is into you? If they like you, they will become awkward and silly. But if they seem smooth, slick, and confident, then trust me, they don't like you. This applies to both Capricorn men and women. Capricorn women have this very telling behavior when they like someone. They they can act very like, you know, just feminine, like cute, and just like, you know, maybe childish, even like, and like pout a little bit, you know. Like, I know this sounds unbelievable, Capricorn women doing all this, but they do. But the key is they do it awkwardly. Like, they might pretend to act that way in front of you, but secretly watch your reaction. Like, unlike water signs whose charm is natural, Capricorn women fake it on purpose and feel embarrassed if you catch on. If you see through their act, they'll immediately think, oh no, so embarrassing. So yeah, I guess to summarize all of this, when a Capricorn truly likes you, they don't act clever, they act dumb. They act foolish, if you will. If you feel like they're too smooth and smart, they don't actually care about you. If they suddenly become awkward, clumsy, and start creating weird coincidences, they're definitely into you. Both Capricorn men and women will subtly get close to you but refuse to admit they're making the first move. So, want to know if a Capricorn likes you? Just ask yourself, okay? Do they act silly around you? If yes, congratulations, they're yours. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here right now. If you enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.